First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
That's popped up. That's coming on. 1 run scores. And they won't push things here as they'll hold the second runner at third, so they're loaded now with still nobody out. Now in the box, Dawel Lugo. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. First pitch on its way. Belted high in the air out to left. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game. But things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam. And they might not be done yet.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he'll depart most likely to a chorus of boos here, as he just didn't have it today, as he leaves without being able to finish an inning. Andrew Kashner comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning.
Kashner.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, they better not sleep on that guy sitting in the 7 hole. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect. But if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And they get the double play at third. So they strike for 6 in the inning, as there's the big blow. Here's Mookie Betts. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Behind 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 0-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have the knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Behind 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Betts gets his lead at first, nobody out. A double play ball to second, only the out at first. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He hit over .330 last year. That basically means every third at bat he's getting a hit. Pitchers fear him because he can flat out rake.
Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jones is in pursuit, He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Now to the plate, Victor Reyes. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jacoby Jones.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The 0-1 pitch. And there he goes towards second. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, scooped up, and indeed he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Up next for the Tigers.
Striding into the box, Ronnie Rodriguez. From the stretch. Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Betts is there. Let's see if they test it. Digging in for his second at bat, Darwin Lugo. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run shot to left center, his second of the game, as this lead got even wider.
Yeah, coming into this game, this guy was the least of their worries. I mean, come on. He's in the bottom half of the lineup. Not a threat, right? Wrong. This is the second homer of the game. Pretty soon, he's going to start chirping at the skip to move him up a couple spots.
In now, Jeimer Candelario, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. A shot down the first baseline. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
Stepping in, Jordy Mercer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. Benintendi is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. No balls and 1 strike.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down in the red.
And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
A line shot to third base. So stepping in, Christian Vasquez. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Goodrum is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. Digging in, Dustin Pedroia. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Now the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Goodrum has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. Now at the plate, Victor Reyes. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Looped over toward first, and this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now at the plate, Jacoby Jones. He singled his last time up. Smoked on the ground left side. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Striding forward now is the DH, Miguel Cabrera. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here.
Wow, and they end the inning with the... Here's Jackie Bradley now. Lifetime numbers against Matt Boyd. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. One out, nobody on. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. This one's into the bleachers and gone.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys that would just draw?
Up next for the Red Sox, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon.
Number 64.
So as he departs, not exactly sure why he's getting the hook, as he's given up just 1 run, but nevertheless he's on his way to an early shower. Rafael Devers will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Bogart.
Popped him up. Retire the side. The Red Sox do pick up a run. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera. He'll begin things here. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. Reined in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for the Tigers, the second baseman, Ronnie Rodriguez.
Now at the plate, Ronnie Rodriguez. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. A bouncer up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He swings and misses. Throw down. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Check out the lead here. That's about as standard as it gets, and it didn't do him a lot of help on that steal attempt either. Could have been a different story if he took another couple feet off the bag.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
For the Red Sox.
No balls and a strike to count.
JD.
The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep into the second deck and gone. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball.
Farmer answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Reyes is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner.
The first baseman, number 25.
Here's Steve Pearce now. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. In there, and it's 0-1. Line to the right side. And this is going to split the fairway and head out toward the rock pile for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver.
Pull it. He stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Christian Vasquez. Strike 3 called, and boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No balls and 1 strike. And Pedroia behind 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. The Red Sox standing in and working on a fantastic game. Dawa Lugo. He has 7 runs driven into his name so far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball. Hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's in there for a base hit, his third hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Number 7, shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jordy Mercer. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Weak grounder down the line at third. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with one away now.
Now batter.
Next up for Detroit, number 34. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. From the stretch. Lugo, the runner at third. Candelario is over at second with one down in the inning. Line towards center field. Bradley is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And boy, not quite sure why, but they decide not to risk it with 2 outs on a very deep fly ball. Really surprising. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes, and he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So digging in now, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he is in there.
Hey, D-Roll, that's great hustle out of the box right there. The shortstop has to go deep in a hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there. He's definitely rewarded for it right there. Nice play by the shortstop. There's not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Derek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to get him either way.
Rafael Devers stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Jones comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
The batter, number 2.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. Bradley is off at first with 2 away. Fouled off. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Jacoby Jones. He'll look to get the Tigers going in their half of the 6th.
Jacoby Jones.
Line drive to center field. Bradley is right there, 1 down.
Up next for the Tigers.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Miguel Cabrera. No hits to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
The second baseman.
Ready for another chance? Ronnie Rodriguez. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Hot shot on the ground is short. Bogarts has it. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. Here's J.D. Martinez. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Digging in once again, Andrew Benintendi. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. 0-1 the count. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
The first baseman.
There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Jones sprinting after it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to Hector Velasquez. Enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 76.
Digging in the switch hitter, Nico Goodrum. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Hit down the third baseline. Goodrum stands at second with no outs. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. At the plate, Jeimer Candelario. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
From the belt, the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. From the belt, the pitch. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. The 0-2 delivery. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here comes another 0-2. Line towards center field. Bradley is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. In now.